Welcome to the homestead. It's a beautiful day today. It's currently just after 10 a.m. and it's already 55 degrees. Today's high is supposed to be 66, and oh my goodness, how delightful that's going to be after a week of 20s. Anyway, yesterday we burnt all the wood that was here, and it is so surprising how you can have branches just absolutely everywhere and then just end up with a pile of small ash. And isn't that the way life is? Things that we invest in that are just like the branches that are on the ground, the dead branches, they just turn to ash. But things that we invest in that are valuable and important, like people, well, that turns to gold. Anyway, thanks for watching today. After getting everything cleared up, it is now time to start the cabin. And so we're going to start the cabin right here behind me. And the first thing we need to do is to level the ground and make sure that the floor of the cabin is going to be perfectly straight. And so Lee is going to take care of that today. But I said that was the first thing we're going to do. Lee's already been hard at work today. He's cut up some of that tree that fell over there on his truck, and he made some smaller, like little stumps so that we can burn them in our little fire pit the next time we come. And he is currently digging around the stumps that we left in the ground because those stumps were way too high. And so he's going to dig the dirt around, get the dirt down lower so he can cut the stump below surface level, and they won't be tripping zones anymore. And so as soon as he's done with that job, then he's going to get onto the leveling. What will I be doing during this time? The thing I've been doing for days on end, and that is taking those branches that are all over the ground over in the other area and getting those all cut up and ready for burning as well. So, got a busy day ahead of us. Let's do this. Now, since Lee's got that trunk cut down lower into the ground, we're going to use this Tordon on the tree. This kills the roots down and doesn't allow it to grow. We're told that it totally disintegrates it like in a year's time. And so that's what we're going to do next.
That's where I was just going.
Tordon is blue, so you can see what you've done, and there's all the main stubs off of it that he has poured it on. Next thing, we let it absorb a little bit and then bury the hole. Update on my handsaw. I broke it. Yes, I know Lee fixed it yesterday, or in the last video I should say, but I broke it. That little rivet didn't stay. So we're gonna have to see if we can order a part to fix it. So in the meantime, I'm just with the cloppers. I'm not gonna bore you today with watching me clear another tree because I'm kind of tired of clearing the trees, and I bet you're tired of watching me clear the trees. But that's what I'm gonna be doing, is clearing these trees, maybe cleaning some more up, maybe even around over where the other side of the cabin, because that one tree that I showed you in the last video with the big gigantic hole underneath is pretty messed up, and it'd be lovely to get that cleared up. But also we're gonna have another cabin over that direction, and I should probably do some clearing over where the next cabin's gonna go and get the land ready to level. Is it to the very tip of the corner?
The front.
We should have the exact same measurement from that knot to that post, right?
Yep.
Then we're going here,
There.
at the back of it.
Yeah. $187.
And what's it supposed to be?
187 and 3/8.
All right. So
You're
far,
measuring on the wrong part of the stick. The outside corner.
but you're not on the outside corner, are you?
Right here. Now it's 178 and 3/4.
And what's it supposed to be?
178 and 3/8.
And how, what's that middle? And where
Wait,
you got it?
187 and 3/8. Sorry.
Okay, my granddaughter hates math. We homeschool part of the time and she fusses with me the whole time we're doing math. She says she's never going to use it and it's stupid. Fractions are stupid. Pretty much everything is stupid when it comes to math. But here Lee and I are now trying to find out the hypotenuse of a square or a triangle, because the long end of a triangle is the hypotenuse, and basically a square is two triangles. And so we have taken 12 by 10, and what we're doing here, it's a square plus b square equals c square, and that's what we're now trying to figure out in order to find the dead center of that, so we know our building is 100% square. If these angles are the same, these angles should be the same. Anyway, I can't do it with my fingers, but you get the idea. And so that's what we're working on just right now. And this is taking a little bit longer than we anticipated because we had to do the math. Bad news to people who actually like to hear what I'm saying. Most of the day I did not record volume. And maybe that's good. We tried and we tried and we fought and we disagreed and we misunderstood. And don't worry about that though. We've been married like 43 years. We are so used to this. And so at the end of the day, we still love each other very much, and every couple needs to try to build something together, because I'm telling you, when you try to build something together, friction occurs, and if you can endure that, you'll endure everything. Anyhow, let's get back, because I kind of got a little bit sidetracked there. After we tried doing it, we realized that Lee had measured a foot off, and so it was 10 and a half instead of 12, and so we fixed that. And then we found out that I was measuring from the wrong part of the board each time, and so we were off by a ½ inch, and so we fixed that. And then we were really off. We couldn't figure out how in the world can we be off this much. Well, it's because somehow or another Lee got 132 in his head, and it was not right. 132 is 12 by 11, and we're supposed to be 12 square or 10 square. So as you can see, that messed us up. Once we figured out all those other things that were getting in our way of successfully making a square, we were still off by 3/4 of an inch, and we do not know how we are off. We've watched lots of YouTube videos to try to get them to tell us how we're doing it, and we still couldn't figure it out. Things rarely go the way we plan them to go. Okay, there are so many boards that you have to put together in order to make the 10 by 10. So we don't have enough time left in today to even start that project. But we can take the bricks that are needed for the ground over there, and we can attempt to do some semi-leveling, but that's going to take a lot more work. Pretty much we've wasted today. We've taken all day to try to square a section so we know where to build. We probably didn't need to do that because the directions don't have a squaring until after the framework is done, before you put the floorboards on. So, goodness sakes. Oh well, it is what it is.